ranking Rainbow Six Siege ARs. In 26th place, Blackbeard's. Why it's the worst. But luckily he makes up for it with his shield in front of his face. But overall, slow firing, bad recoil, average damage. There's nothing special about it. Easily the worst AR in the game. Coming in at 25th, you're going to see a lot of Defender ARs coming up in that, because obviously they're not as good. They're on defense. I went with Jaeger's AR. This used to be one of the best guns in the game, but the recoil on it is just terrible now. And it honestly doesn't shoot fast compared to other ARs, doesn't have any great stats. 25th, Jaegers. 416C. Coming at 24, I have to go with Senses. Overall, it should be better on paper. It's got a good fire rate, but the recoil on this thing is just awful. It's got a 50 round mag. It's nice, it's low damage, bad recoil. I think it needs another buff, and I think Sense might be useful. But it's going to be 24th. And to finish off the F tier, I'm going to have to go with Zophia's AR. This thing used to be one of the best guns in the game. But now, the recoil on it might be one of the worst in the game. It still hits like a truck, but it's just not as good. It's not very user-friendly. If you're good, it's still good, but it's not good. And that's the end of the F tier at 23rd. Coming in at 22nd in the C tier, we're going to go with the Spear. There's a reason Thunderbird has it on defense. If it was that good of a gun, Thunderbird would run DOP. But the recoil is pretty mid, pretty slow fire rate. Not like anything impressive damage. Most people I'm thinking use the LMG. Thunderbird's not used. It's not good. If it was a good gun, they'd be played more. Coming at 21st, it's classified as an AR. It doesn't really feel like one. The Commando. It's got a decent fire rate. Compared to other Defender weapons, it's a pretty good gun. But compared to ARs, it's such low damage. Small mag. But that's why it's 21st. Coming in at 20th, we're going to go with the AUG. Now the AUG, it's a great weapon, but overall just average fire rate, just kind of average across the board. It does go up and to the left, which is very uncommon for weapons. Up and to the right's the normal recoil pattern, and it's easier to control because you're more used to pulling down on your stick. But it's kind of got mid damage, mid fire rate. There's a reason why mine has it. Like, they're not going to give a Defender a crazy AR. That's why it comes in at number 20. Number 19, we're going to have to go with Scopos' AR. This thing is an absolute beam. There is very little recoil. It's very easy to control. But, like, overall, mid fire rate, mid damage, nothing too special. It's the reason it's on defense. But it has very manageable recoil. It shoots like a beam. Great gun. That's why it comes in at 19th. Coming in at 18, topping off the C tier, we're going to have to go with the L8. This thing, phenomenal damage, pretty manageable recoil, like if you could try, but pretty slow fire rate. But also, the recoil pattern does go up and to the left, which I'm not a big fan of, because most go up and to the right. The majority of guns, I'd say 75 to 80% of the guns go up and to the right. So it just feels weird. That's why it comes in at the C tier and not in the B tier. To start off, the B tier, at number 17, we have the AK-74U, where it's just kind of a mid gun, but it has the 40 round mag. 40 round mag, very little recoil. Still hits hard. It's nothing bad about this. That's why it comes in at the B tier, number 17. Number 16, I'm gonna have to go with Gridlock's F90. This, it's a great gun, honestly. It just, compared to other ARs, it doesn't do very much damage. It's got very manageable recoil and very good fire rate for an AR, to be fair, but there's nothing special about it. That's why it comes at number 16. Number 15, we're gonna have to go with the Para. Whereas the Para isn't anything special, low fire rate, but it does do one thing exceptional, and that's damage. Pretty low recoil. You throw an extended barrel on this, it goes up to 52 damage. 2 shots, 3 speeds, which is very phenomenal. A lot of people like to run the suppressor on it. It feels amazing. Overall, just very user-friendly gun, high damage. Does one thing exceptional, and that's damage. Next up, Lions, coming in at number 14. Just very good gun. Like, above average fire rate for an AR. Pretty average damage. It's got a 50 round mag. What's not to like? The recoil is very manageable, and that's why it comes at number 14. Number 13 is IQ and Grimm's Commando. This thing used to hit like a truck, and you used to be able to put extended barrel on and do like 50 damage. But since they've nerfed the recoil, I think, and down. But overall, it's still a phenomenal weapon. Very little recoil. It's like a truck. Faster fire rate than the Para. That's why it ranks higher. Now coming in at number 12, we're going to go with the AR-33 on Thatcher. I personally use suppressor. It just feels right. You see a lot of people use suppressor. It just feels different. I don't know why. It's got a fairly fast fire rate for an AR, and very manageable recoil. It does only have 26 rounds, but that's not too big of a deal. It still does over 40 damage, fast fire rate, great AR. 12. Coming in at number 11, it's the G36C, where I think it's a phenomenal weapon. It does get overshadowed by its counterparts on Ion and Ash, but it's got solid fire rate, very little recoil, average damage, well, a bit low damage, but it does go up and to the left, which again I say, I don't like it. Up to the right's much better. So that's why it comes in at the top of the B tier at number 11. And to start off the A tier at number 10, we have Hibana's Type 89. This has phenomenal fire rate, phenomenal recoil, solid damage, but the 20 round mags really holds it back, and that's why it comes in at number 10 at the bottom of the A tier. Now coming at number 9, you could argue this to be an S tier weapon or a top 3 weapon, but that's only in the right hands. The average person is not controlling that recoil. To be fair, it doesn't have much horizontal recoil. Like, if you're a good player, this is an absolute beam. I personally don't use ACOG on it because it's just too hard to control. But F2, fast fire rate AR, phenomenal gun. In the right hands, it is probably number 1. But that's what, not everyone's cracked. So that's why it comes in at number 9. Number 8, we have Thermite's AR. Hits like a truck, very low recoil, and like it has a decent fire rate. It's not the best, but it's just this is what an AR is. It's just consistent. It's great. That's why it comes in at number 8. Number 7, we have Bucks C8. I'd only use flash fire on it. It's a great gun. Great fire rate for an AR. Like, solid damage. It's got everything. If it had a vertical grip version that helped the recoil, it would probably be an S tier, but it comes in at number 7. Very respectful, very good fire rate, very good gun. It does everything well. Coming in at number 6 is Mavericks M4, or Striker as well, also has it.
Every mission needs a different roster.
This does solid damage. You can run any attachment barrel on it. I switch between the barrels. Good fire rate, like above average fire rate, above average damage. Very little recoil. This is what an AR is, like. That's why it comes at number 6. It's very good. Coming in at number 5, we're gonna go with the ARX. This thing hits like an absolute truck. Might have the least amount of recoil for an AR. Only thing holding it back from being an S tier is the fact that it only has 20 rounds. But other than that, this thing's an absolute beam. You're gonna shred any person with it. And coming in at the top of the A tier, in number 4th, we have Jackal's C70. It's a phenomenal weapon. Really good fire rate for an AR, really good damage for an AR, and really good recoil. But it's not exceptional at anything. And that's why it's still the top of the A tier. And now we get into the S tier. Coming in 3rd, we have Zero's gun. This is the most slept on weapon in the game. You throw an extended barrel, 50 damage, you 2-shot 3 speeds, no recoil, great fire rate, phenomenal damage. It does only have 26 rounds, but that's not really bad. This is the most slept on weapon. You could put it higher. I'm going to put the other ones higher just based off their popularity. You'll see why. That's why it only comes in at number 3. But this is the most slept on weapon in the game. No recoil. You throw an extended barrel on it, because why not? Because it has no recoil. 50 damage. Great gun. Zero is the most underplayed op in the game. Coming at number 2, we have the AK-12 on Ace and Fuse. This gun, there's a reason Ace is one of the most played ops in the game. Phenomenal gun, phenomenal fire rate, phenomenal, no recoil, high damage. This is just an AR. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Pull down, no recoil. That's why it's number 2. It's great. I'm sure y'all know what a number 1 is. It's R4C. This gun, fastest fire rate for an AR. Very little recoil. Very easy to control. There's a reason Ash is the most picked off. It's phenomenal. It doesn't get much better than that, and that's why it comes in at number 1.